When developing affordable tablets, device makers often focus only on key components of the overall experience. With a quickly met budget, audio quality is often one of the many afterthoughts. Lenovo took a different approach though with their affordable A-tablet series. This is Bailey Stein with Android Authority, and this is my full review of the Lenovo TAB 2 A8. The sides and rear of the tablet are made of a single piece of matte plastic, which meets with the display frame. The rear cover is navy blue, which is a nice change from the usually default black. The tablet itself is 8.9mm thick and weighs 390 grams. It feels nice in the hand, and you probably wouldn't expect it to cost $130 if you were to just pick it up in the store. It's a little too wide for comfortable one-handed use, but you shouldn't really expect to handle a device this large with a single hand anyway. There is a small flap on the back, which allows you to insert a microSD card, and presumably a SIM card if you purchase the LTE model. In addition to that, the two speakers on the device are both on the front to the sides of the display. The one complaint that I do have regarding the design is that the power and volume buttons do feel a bit mushy. They're close to flush with the side of the tablet, and the feedback just isn't that good. Otherwise, I think Lenovo did a great job with the design of the tablet. The 8-inch 720p display looks decent and colors look good. Viewing angles aren't the best, however, and the relatively low resolution leaves for a low pixel density. This is a budget tablet though, so I'm not going to complain, as basic users most likely won't notice the difference when compared to with another device. Equipped with a MediaTek MT8161 64-bit quad-core processor clocked at 1.3 GHz, the Lenovo TAB 2 A8 does perform well. The MT8161 is one of MediaTek's lower-end offerings, but I didn't have any performance issues. Sure, it is a tad slow at times, but you really won't notice any slowness when watching a video or listening to music. It does unfortunately include just 1GB of RAM, which I think is more of the bottleneck when it comes to speed. It works fine when using a single app, but if you leave that app and go do something else, you'll likely run into problems. With the Mali T720 GPU, the Lenovo TAB 2 A8 is able to handle most games just fine, including popular titles like Need for Speed Most Wanted. The gaming experience is excellent when combined with the audio quality, which I think makes gaming much more immersive. My model of the TAB 2 A8, the Wi-Fi model, supports 802.11n Wi-Fi, GPS, and Bluetooth 4.0. There's also an LTE model, but it's unknown when that model will become available. I was happy to find support for GPS on the TAB 2 A8, as some budget tablets exclude this to save on costs. Being able to take the tablet and use it for offline navigation is very nice to have, and I think that a lot of users will benefit from this. The front-facing stereo speakers on the device are really good. Lenovo says that the tablet includes Dolby Atmos cinematic moving audio exclusively, and the quality is very apparent when playing audio. When watching a movie, it feels like you're actually sitting in a theater, just with a slightly smaller screen. You really have to experience the sound for yourself to get the full effect, but believe me, you will not be disappointed. The TAB 2 A8's 5-megapixel rear camera is quite candidly awful. Images it took lack sharpness and just weren't good. I have no idea why they even bothered with adding a rear camera, but it's there if you're really desperate. Then again, if you're buying a tablet for its camera, you're doing it wrong. Battery life on the TAB 2 A8 was fairly good, with very little standby usage. Lenovo claims that the 4290 mAh battery will last for up to 8 hours, and my testing ended with similar results. Although I wasn't able to make the 8-hour mark, I did manage to use the tablet from 11:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. with over 5 hours of screen on time. That was while connected to Wi-Fi with brightness set to 100%. I did leave it on standby for about an hour, but the rest of the time was spent watching YouTube videos and writing reviews. Battery life is good, and most users will be able to get the tablet to last through a full day of use. Lenovo has shipped the TAB 2 A8 with a very lightly skinned version of Android 5.0 Lollipop. The only noticeable UI changes are the custom icons, a few status bar changes, changes to the quick toggles, and an actual home button instead of just a circle. The custom icons are far from my cup of tea, but I think the status bar looks fine. I'm not sure if the blue accents added to the quick toggles are a relevant addition to the experience, but I'm okay with them. The only other change Lenovo made to the experience was that they disabled animations out of the box, which makes Android feel a bit edgy. No worries, however, as you can always re-enable the animations with Android's developer options. Another addition is the notification log, which lets you see a log of dismissed notifications. I can see how it could be useful for some users, although I personally didn't check it outside of my normal testing. And that's pretty much it. Lenovo has kept everything else stock, which is a very nice change from their heavy Vibe UI skin. The setup, lock screen, launcher, multitasking menu, and settings are all very lightly modified, if at all. Lenovo is offering the Tab 2A8 navy blue with 16GB of internal storage, starting at $130 for the Wi-Fi model. Unlike some MediaTek devices, that 16GB is a single partition, so you don't have to worry about having internal storage and phone storage separate. If 16GB isn't enough, Lenovo has you covered with a microSD card expansion slot, up to 32GB. Lenovo has undoubtedly built a very solid tablet at a competitive price point. The strong points include a classy design, an excellent audio setup, and a close-to-stock Android 5.0 experience. On the other hand, the Tab 2A8 falls a bit behind with just 1GB of RAM, a slower processor, and a mediocre display. Yes, there are better options available for almost twice the cost, but for $130, the Lenovo Tab 2A8 delivers an entertainment experience that has yet to be rivaled at this price point. If you're on a tight budget and just want a brand new tablet, you should really give it some consideration. Thank you for watching this video, and please make sure to give it a thumbs up below if you found it helpful or informative. Also, please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more content, and feel free to leave a comment below. Finally, be sure to visit the Android Authority website for additional coverage, as we are your source for all things Android.